Well, we started in 2019 August. So after my son passed away in November 2017, I met Elaine a year later after Zen, and we got together, and then slowly more and more mothers come together, and yeah, the idea just grew from there that, you know, we can't just sit here and grieve and cry and, you know, do nothing about it. We just wanted something to be done. At that point of time, when Evan first passed, I had wrote a very long Facebook message about depression and mental illness in Evan. And there were interviews. I believe Elaine also had gone through a lot of interviews, and we thought, you know, if we could have a collective effort, right, to come together, we believe that we can let more people be aware of the situations that young people are facing.
Yeah. I think this, the Moms from Please Stay movement, I think what we share is this common loss of our children to suicide, you know, specifically suicide loss. Through our common grief as well, the grief journey, we're able to share so much of our experience, and then through that sharing, you realize a lot of things need to be addressed, and therefore we came together and from this advocacy is really to call on the whole society to come together to make a difference in suicide prevention, specifically for youth, amongst the youth. Yeah, the whole society, it cannot be just us, you know, but what we can share is our lived experience for the policy makers, for the public agencies, the private agencies who wants to make a difference. Because what's more authentic than our own lived experience? So we just want to make a difference, and we don't want our children's death to go in vain. And this is how we find strength and purpose for the rest of our life, even though it's very difficult. Well, I would say we have gotten direct messages from many youths who actually tell us that, oh, because we saw your video, it was so powerful, we decided to stay. So I think that is something that really brings tears to our eyes.
And we are still trying our very best to be able to provide support to youths who write into our Facebook page and all, to ask them to please seek professional help, and for whatever little things we can do to try to sustain them for as long as we can while they are seeking help.
Yes, this fund was actually started 3 months after Zen's passing. Because of what happened with the psychiatrist, my husband and I have actually decided not to take him to court because it will be negative energy and a waste of my financial resources. It will be very much his word against mine. So we felt that it was more meaningful, you know, to save lives instead. So we started this fund. It is to pay for free therapy for disadvantaged youths. And these are the ones, not necessarily the ones whose family cannot afford it, because contrary to what is reality, even families that can afford it, the kids may not be able to seek help because the parents could be in denial, or these kids can't even share with the parents, say, hey, I need to talk to someone, I need counseling. So then this fund makes it available for those who are 25 and below to apply, and we pay for the therapy, because private counseling is nothing short of $250 an hour in Singapore. The larger population, no way they can afford it. Yeah, so it has, since 2019 January, it has put about more than 25 youths on the fund already, and many has been stopped from completing suicide by the caseworkers. So to me, that is channeling positive energy into saving lives. Yeah, actually it's very easy. Just look for us at www.thezendelincofund.org. Just go to that website, and then seeking support, click on that tab, fill in the information, and the caseworkers will get back to you. Yeah, they have to be 25 and below because it's made accessible for youths.
And if a group of friends, adults, like be it 25 and below, know of someone who they believe is undergoing mental illness, depression, but they do not want to go and seek out for it. They're on the path where they of reclusion already at this point, but the friends want to help them, and they want to push them into this foundation to make them seek help. Is there a way that these friends can reach out to you guys to collaborate and get this person the assistance they need?
Yes. Okay. Actually, this fund is done in collaboration with Limitless. Limitless is a non-profit organization that empowers youth to seek help, right? And they provide a lot of counseling. Yeah, so they can actually go to Limitless, reach out to them, but kind of interlink. Yeah, and Limitless counselors will be able to speak to you, your friend. Yeah. And what is different about this is that it's not done in a clinical environment, because many youths do not want to go to a clinic or office building, and be seen. So what Limitless does is it can be done anywhere in public. Yeah, could be in a park, could be at Starbucks, Yeah.
I think you brought up a very good point about youths who are already in recluse and they do not want to even seek help. I mean, the message that I would like to bring to that particular youth is that you need to think about who are the people around you who loves you and who really needs you to seek that help. I mean, all of us moms, right, we have been to a point where we didn't want help. We honestly didn't want to help, and when you're at that point, no matter how much a therapist or a psychiatrist or whatever doctor, psychologist talks to you, nothing is going to get in, because to be able to get better from depression, right, it's really it's not an easy thing. It is like doing physiotherapy, it's a lot of the work comes from within yourself. But that's also the reason why you need to speak to a professional and not just speak to your friends. It's not just about renting, it is about understanding the source of your pain, when you are triggered, what are the triggers you should avoid, how to avoid them. There are certain techniques that you can get better from if you were to know these techniques. So don't give up and see a professional. Try to grab hold of all these techniques to help you move along smoother. We cannot guarantee that, if you see a psychiatrist or see a psychologist, you're going to recover, but at least give yourself that fighting chance to be able to learn all those techniques to help you feel better about yourself. And like I always say, I wish for all of you that when you are 80 years old and you look back and you tell yourself, I'm happy, I'm still alive.
Well, also, sometimes it's not just medical intervention, it's really a whole holistic approach, and I would also say that you need to have spiritual growth. You need to have a strong faith, one that gives you the strength, your inner strength, because sometimes, as human as we are, we need the divine intervention. So that is also very important.
And don't fight the battle alone. There are a lot of people who loves you, who will offer you that support that you need. It might not be the first person you speak to. It might be the 10th person that you speak to, but there will be somebody there who loves you enough to give you the support. And we want all the youth to try to find that person that will give you the strength to carry on.